Hello card fighters and welcome back to the Prime Vanguard channel. Today we're going to be watching the very first episode of Cardfight Vanguard Will+Dress Season 2 and I can't wait to get started. This first episode is going to be featuring Yuyu and Team Deluxe from Japan going to the USA. We're going to watch Yuyu's new adventure with Raika and Tohya as they fight on in the American side of Cardfight Vanguard. I'm very excited to see some of the Western tropes and ideas that are going to be implied into the story. I know that we've seen 3 of the new characters as well as 3 new ride lines from the Dragon Tree Invasion set coming out, and I'm really excited to see what these new cards will do within this series, with the introduction as well as new support for Dragon Empire and the new Bruce support that will be featured in today's episode. I'm very excited to see how this will all play out. So the original ride line for Bruce didn't change, unlike Yuyu's, at least for now. It's still Matt, Steve, and Richard, I assume. That's one new Diabolos card. Leonard and Stephanie. Ooh, a critical right away. Rayu getting out Trickstar. Alright, Yuyu's back on the offensive. Crossover dressing already. Vill's Valiente. Get Braun back to her hand. Okay. So he's setting up for next turn. Another heal trigger. I'm not mad at this. I'm assuming that he doesn't know about the new Bruce, so he's playing it again like he's playing against old Bruce. So in his mind, he thinks he has a turn ahead to get everything set up and probably push on his next turn with Jiva and Braum, which is why he made that play. Because if I remember correctly, I don't know what Stephanie does, but I know that Leonard has a non-hit ability. Oh wait, here we go. There it is. Alright, what's it called? Diabolos Viamont's Bruce. And he called out eating. I don't ever play stingy. Very curious to see what this will do. Alright, come on. Drop that skill, Donji. If all my units are Diabolos at the start of my battle phase, I stay in a final rush state until the end of the next turn. That is honestly perfect for Bruce, because that means that you get all of your you get all of your final rush turn skills early. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty powerful, because that means that all those grade 3 rush skills and all those grade 2 ones that you push with in the later game, you're gonna have access to those turn early. So I definitely see this version of Bruce, if this is gonna be like the Jiva and Nirvana situation, if they become 2 separate decks, I definitely see this be the more aggro rush type Bruce, and the other one being a more late game stally one. Because this deck locks you into Diabolos, but at the same time, I don't really know what generic cards you play in the old one that you want to keep anyway. Build skill, he'll get a card back to his board. Okay. Tackle Leonard. Until during the opponent's turn. You know what? That actually makes it a lot more interesting. Because now all of those final rush skills that have power-ups that last during your final rush that don't count turn are going to go into next turn. So actually, Bruce can get some really interesting defensive cards. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a card that said, like, if you're in final rush, you get plus 10,000, 5,000 shield. If they're gonna make support for that. That's gonna be very interesting. Jiba's skill I call Trickstar and Brahmahata. There you go. Stragalio. Yeah, what does this do? Because they've been showcasing this like all over the episode. I choose a card Overdress to my deck and add it to my hand. Crossover. He's gonna cross Overdress and Overdress. Okay, there's the Brahm. It has 2 skills. Because it became an original dress, it calls Trickstar from the drop zone. That is not bad. Overdress into Virina Valiente. Okay, this is gonna be pretty lit. You have Valiente for pressure, and Brahm's gonna restain anyway. And he doesn't have a lot of cards in his hand because of, you know, what he called out last turn. And he got a front, but he got a front trigger on a regular card. Clad in Prayer, what does that do? There's Trickstar! Trickstar, what's going on? The wind is blowing and all these flashing lights, what's going on? Can be used when you have both an Overdress and Cross Overdress card. This skill better be broken. It provides Overdress units the ability to stand when the Vanguard attacks. As for the Cross Overdress units, it gives them plus 10,000 power on a turn. Okay, so is this something that applies to both units, or is this just like for the other one? Because it says if you have both in play, you get access to both skills. But that makes Valiente scary because now the first attack is like, it turns into an Overlord basically. Well, there goes Stephanie. So he uses the 5,000 power bonus, he's back to 13. He intercepted with Eden and Leonard to stop Valiente. Because I think it only has one dress, so Valiente should only be 18,000 power, so it doesn't give power to both, because otherwise there's no way that would have happened. You're at 33, that's Virina. And that's the draw trigger. Okay, to Valiente, that makes sense. I'm not mad at any of this. I don't like the old Virina in the deck. I feel like that's unnecessary. I feel like you should only be playing Arcs or Valiente in this case. Or what's the other one that restands when you Soul Blast one? It's like S-Bar or something. I'd rather you play that, but this works too. Because at least that one gives pressure, but I mean, you're multi-attacking either way, so there's pressure there. Final rush state, both units get shield. Yep, there it is. The final rush card gets extra shield, like I said earlier. The way you retired was remarkable. 6 consecutive attacks on me. Because Valiente hit, so that was 6. Aw, this is cute. I'm all here for this. I'm a Yuyu shipper. But here we go with the dynamic entry. Uh-oh. You scared the crap out of me. I can see that if you hit a critical trigger, it would have been over. Okay, no Persona Ride. So there's Jameel. Counter Blast, Soul Charge. And call Eden from the Soul. Trish. Does she have a power up skill too and extra shield bonus? Final Burst. It's a skill that's like Final Rush, but it goes beyond it. If your opponent is grade 3 or above at the start of the battle phase, I go into a Final Burst state. Jameel gets 10,000 power during Final Burst. Trish boost Eden's attack. Vanguard Will+Dress boost. Activates during final burst. During final burst, I stand all my Diabolos in a column and give each them power plus 5,000. Standing Eden's critical +1 because that's because of Eden's skill. That's it's alright. I mean, so you get final rush early. That's really the cool thing about this card. I can tell already. But oh, he only guarded 5k. He dropped another card to block. He has to stop Eden's attack in order to survive, I assume. He got a heal trigger. Oh no. Yuyu will still survive. He must not have enough to stop Eden. And Jameel swinging for 23. There's a PG. I think he's lost one already, so he might not have it in his hand. Yep. Can't stop it because they both went all out. And he needs a 6 damage heal. Yep, he got him. Well, you guys, that was an exciting first episode reaction to Cardfight Vanguard Will+Dress. So the English dub series isn't out yet. I will be reacting to that when that comes out way back into the future, just because I like to review the series. I will be doing the Japanese sub version, which is a new episode, I believe, every week Friday. So definitely go ahead and check that out. Also, check out my other episodes and other reactions if you haven't seen Cardfight Vanguard Will+Dress Season 1. I have that down in the description below, and I'll have that towards the end screens of this video. Without further ado, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you take off. Y'all stay safe, keep on card fighting, and stay tuned for the next episode of Cardfight Vanguard Will+Dress.